Tell me why, tell me why, tell me what you want. Berserk for the win. I had to do this. I really did. Okay, so before I get onto the video, I just want to mention two things. Yeah, I said today I was going to do an Uncharted 3 J view, but the thing is, I'm going to delay that for a little bit. It will come out. It's either the next video or the one after that. It's just that I want to spend some more time with the game before I review it. And the other thing is, this is going to be a response to UwanahSasuke100. Sorry dude that this is taking forever. It's just that I've had other videos to do and I wanted to get a lot of things straight with this video to make it so I can make it to the best of my ability. And also I made sure to watch King of Lightning's video and his video Rise and Fall of Naruto Uzumaki. I thought good video. I just want to talk. I want to give you guys a view of someone that's on the pro Naruto side, because both of you seem like you're on a sort of anti-Naruto side. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get on to the video. Okay, hey guys, Jman's Productions on the Jzone. Response to UwanahSasuke100 of Lightning. But first off, I'm just gonna start this video out like that, like this. To debunk Uwanah's point about Naruto being the worst main character, this is my goal of the video. My goal of this video is to prove to you that he isn't the worst, because I can give you two reasons off the gate why I think Naruto isn't the worst main character, or isn't the worst main character in an ongoing shonen or anything in Shonen Jump, because there's two big ones I can identify, and their names are Ichigo and Natsu. Let me show you why Ichigo and Natsu. And this is the only real big comparison I'm going to do in this video, because I know some people get annoyed and butthurt when you mention another series. But you can compare series that are ongoing. My only problem is when it's not ongoing and one is ongoing. But that's a different. I uploaded that video. But what I'm trying to say is, Ichigo. Really, Ichigo. He has a cycle. He has like a time of the month. Basically, Ichigo is on the point where, oh, I'm cocky Ichigo. I'm sad Ichigo because I lost the fight. Then I'm crying Ichigo. Then I'm cocky. That's his cycle. Every single arc in Bleach, he has that cycle, and it doesn't seem like. I'm not saying the character should always be high spirited, but it just seems like he goes through that arc. He goes through this sort of character cycle, what I call the Ichigo cycle, but he doesn't learn anything from it. That's what Ichigo improves as a character combat-wise. Okay, somewhat combat-wise, because he only has one move, but he improves in terms of combat. But as a character, as a human being, not as a human being, but as a character, he doesn't really change, and he doesn't really move on. That's just to debunk the Ichigo one. And Natsu as well. Natsu is a watered-down version of Luffy. And Luffy works as a character. I think Luffy's a good main character. But when you have a watered down version of Luffy, that isn't good, because what you get is a blockhead that just likes to fight and likes to eat and likes fire. That is what Natsu is. Do I think Natsu's bad main character? No. But do I think he's simple to the point of where it's really generic? Yes. And honestly, I think Naruto has some traits that are used before, but I don't think he's really generic, and I don't think he's really simple. So honestly, just to throw this out there, I've given you two examples to show you why there are worse off characters out there in Shonen Jump. There are worse off characters out there in general than Naruto, just to debunk that point. So now I'm just going to move on to the rest of the video where I actually talk about Naruto, the character himself. Okay, I'm going to talk about the sort of idealism that Naruto has. Some people think the idealism isn't good and it isn't right and it doesn't need to be there. But let me explain to you. Let me just give you two things that happens in the space of the Naruto series. Okay, we have Sasuke. Sasuke is a character that we see at the start of the series wants revenge. Why does he want revenge? Because when he was younger, his brother wiped out his entire clan, and he saw his mother and father dead bodies in front of him. He couldn't do anything. He felt defenseless. He felt helplessness, and it was all because of his brother. And his brother said, "You don't have hatred. Come after me. Come and kill me." That's one. That's one example. And this was all in the interest of a village. Okay. The other example we have is Gaara. Gaara, a kid who a tail beast was implanted into him, and he had no choice in the matter. There wasn't, yes, I want it, or no, I want it. There was no choice in the matter, but he got left out, shunned, isolation, nobody wanted to give him the light of the day. No one cared. When you have, like, those are just two characters. When you have examples like that in the story, when you have things, when you have like sort of tragic moments like that in the story, don't you want a character with strong ideals, with this sense of positiveness? Won't you want that just to sort of balance it out, and so he can guide and change? Because what did Naruto do? Naruto helped change Gaara. Naruto is trying to help change Sasuke, but what did Naruto do in Shippuden? Pain. He helped change Pain, a guy he didn't even know. That's what Naruto does. Naruto has this strong sense of ideals because he's trying to preach onto others that there are bad things that happen. The past, sometimes the world is harsh, and your past can look overshadowing and overbearing. But if you look past that and you try and have this sort of strong faith and these strong ideals in yourself and try and look forward and do something positive, you can change it. Because what happened with Gaara? Gaara, he put all of that behind him. He became Kage. And that's the sort of thing you need to look at. Naruto's is a sort of symbolism for you to be more positive. And I think I'm not gonna lie, Kishimoto does overdo it. I think in the war he is a bit overdoing it with Naruto. I can save everybody, but I think this is a bit unfair. Me throwing this in there is a bit unfair, but I will say this. But if Kishimoto at one point in the story sort of throws into this strong reality at Naruto that you can't save everybody, and Naruto admits it to himself that he can't save everybody, then it would fully work. I still want Naruto to come to the point where he realizes he can't save everybody, but in the context of the series, for the majority of the part, I do think it's right for him to have this mentality and this nature, this idealistic nature, because people need it in this world. People really do need these strong ideals in this world, in the world of Naruto, and it does help the characters that are around him. His positive influence, even you could argue for Hinata, she did want to sort of become stronger because she saw Naruto and all that stuff. So the ideal stuff is good, but I do want at one point in the story for Kishimoto to throw this thing out at Naruto, or for Naruto to just realize just sometimes you can't change people, and I'll get onto that point later. So that's just the ideals part thrown into there. One thing I want to talk about Naruto is that I think he's got great growth. From the start of the series, Naruto is this character that says, he shouts out and he screams, I want to be Hokage, I want to do this, I want to do that. But as the series go on, we actually see him put that stuff into the action, and we see that he has to struggle, he has to try hard, and he has to work for it, which is one of the good things I see. We see him actually work for these things, and he does learn, because at the start of the series, Naruto's idea of being strong at the start of the series would have probably been having a bunch of jutsus, having a load of chakra, but he learns from each arc, because in the Land of the Waves arc, Naruto learned what it truly meant to be strong, and this is the way that Kakashi, I think Kakashi said this is Kakashi's definition of being strong. Being strong is knowing how to, having a belief, and using that belief, going forward and becoming, having a belief, and actually fighting for your belief, not giving up on that belief and fighting for it. Or having something to protect and continuously fight for something that you protect. And Naruto has both of those. He has a goal to become Hokage, and he's fighting to protect the people around him. And he learned that because at the start, as I said at the start, he probably just thought it was about jutsus and that, but he grew from that. He grew from the experiences of actually seeing a shinobi die in battle, because the third Hokage, that hit a lot of the characters in the Naruto cast a lot, and it actually did hit me when I first watched it, because now we know are not just playing, they're not just playing ninjas, they actually are ninjas, and people will die. And the great example to show you why I think Naruto truly has grown is because in the Land of the Waves arc, Naruto was like, a hero always arrives at his last minute. He was making these jokes about heroes, and you know, heroes, the generic thing is, yeah, the hero arrives at last minute. But the thing is, what I liked about later on in the Pain Invasion arc, Naruto truly knew what it meant to be a hero. Because the thing is, this is the way I look at heroes. Because everyone looks at heroes as the person that's the big strong guy, the strong guy that can take out all of the bad guys. But to me, the hero is someone that has such heavy shoulders and has to bear the burden of having to look over these people, even though they're human. And that's what Naruto had to do at one point in this series, in the Pain Invasion arc, because Naruto came to the village and it was destroyed. Everything was destroyed. Kakashi was done. At that point, Jzone was dead. His whole village, the village he grew up with, the village that we sort of grew a connection with in the series, because we were at this village for a long period of time in Naruto. We saw, I can personally say, I grew an attachment to some of the places, like the Ichiraku's ramen place or the Ninja Academy. All of that's gone, and he has to try and face this person that destroyed all of that. The person that beat his sensei, mind you. He has to go up against that. And Pain, literally, for the most part, Pain does beat him. Pain beats Naruto because Naruto has to use the Nine-Tailed Fox against him. And Naruto, that's the thing, he felt that burden because Pain asked him, how would you bring about this peace? Naruto had no answers. Naruto not only did not have no answers, he wasn't able to beat Pain. And at that point, the character did hit the wall because the character couldn't overcome this battle. The only way he had to win was with the Nine-Tails, and the reason why he did resort to the Nine-Tails was because of Hinata. And that leads me on to another point, but I think the character has grown. That's another thing I like about it. Okay, we're going to tackle the Nine-Tails. Nine-Tails is something I want to discuss because it was brought up in their videos. Let me just put it this way. The Nine-Tails has always been this sort of element in Naruto that some people have loved, some people have hated. I can give you an example. I know Game Manic doesn't like the Nine-Tails. Who did? I remember my friend Ultra Black Girl or Jerome. He liked it. Like, some people, like, there never really is a middle with the Nine-Tails. Never really is a middle ground. It's either you really like him or you really hate him. And this is my thing. People say that, oh, Naruto, I don't like him because of the Nine-Tails and stuff. But at least with Naruto, we've seen him bear a sense of regret for what he's done with the Nine-Tails. Because at the start, okay, the first two arcs of Shippuden, he lets out the Nine-Tails because of the Gaara thing. And mind you, when you guys brought out the Gaara thing, you were saying that Naruto got more angry over the Sasuke thing than the Gaara thing. But honestly, that point to me, I feel Naruto had some more of a connection to Sasuke because they were with each other for the majority of part 1, and not even that. The seal on the Nine-Tails, don't forget, the seal on the Nine-Tails was getting progressively weaker as the series was going on. That was part of the reason why he went Four Tails, because the seal was getting progressively weaker. But anyway, we saw him use it in the first arc, which was the Gaara one. We saw him use it in the second arc. And in the second arc, he hit Sakura. After hitting Sakura, this is why I liked him, because Naruto didn't go on using the Nine-Tails. He actually restricted himself and said, because the speech Yamato made to him, you're strong as it is, do not use the Nine-Tails. And he stopped using the Nine-Tails. He didn't want to use the Nine-Tails. The thing that made him come out to use the Nine-Tails after that was the fact that he saw somebody die in front of him, which was Hinata. So you can't just say Naruto is this stupid or weak character, because he realized he made a mistake, which was hitting Sakura while he was in the Nine-Tails stupidly because Orochimaru teased him, and he confronted that problem. He stopped using the Nine-Tails and restricted himself from using the Nine-Tails, and in turn, the thing that resulted in him using it again was the fact that someone died in front of him, and that is a valid reason. Hinata died in front of him after confessing that she loved him, and even after then, he didn't. Even when in the confining Jinchuriki arc, he still didn't really. It's like the Nine-Tails is this harsh reality to Naruto. He doesn't really want to use it because he knows it can hurt people. But at one point in the series, we knew that he would have to fully take control with it. So I think the Nine-Tails element was played out well throughout the series, personally, because it was always this sort of battle between Naruto and Nine Tails, and it still hasn't finished because Naruto hasn't fully grasped the Nine Tails. So I think that personally was handled well. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the Sasuke part because this bothers people, and I made a video about this called "Is Naruto Really Gay? Kishimoto's Betrayal of a Rescue Arc," and if you want to see that video, I'll probably have it annotated in the link in the description all throughout this video, so you can click on it if you want to. But this is where I'm going with it. Everyone's saying this is gay love, this is boy love, and all of this stuff. To me, it isn't. And the only part where I think he overplayed it was in the 5 Kage Summit arc, where I think the 5 Kage Summit arc is good. I liked it a lot in the anime adaptation, but I don't like Naruto's characterization in that arc because there are a few things he does that sort of overstep the boundaries. And one of those things, actually, I might as well mention them because I've got to mention why some of the bad points about Naruto is the fact that he did allow those Cloud Ninjas to beat him up, and the reasons why he did. Okay, this is the thing. I feel there were 2 reasons why he let them beat them up. One of them was because of Sasuke, which I think that was a stupid reason, and the other reason was a good reason because this cycle of hatred thing where it's better for them to take out their hatred on him than on Sasuke, because they might kill Sasuke and then this whole thing goes around again, killing, which just leads to more and more killing. The second reason was good, but his first reason wasn't valid. And the other thing is, in the 5 Kage Summit, the whole "we will die together" thing. This is my problem. Kishimoto, if Naruto and Sasuke were to die together, and you didn't mention that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But the fact that you mentioned it now, I kind of do have a problem with it, because you shouldn't mention that thing, because now it seems like you're foreshadowing to it. And not even that, it's like, that did kind of, I mean, when people say, oh, Naruto's gay, that doesn't help things, Kishimoto. That really doesn't help things. Naruto's mentality, I still think at that point, Naruto's mentality still should have been like, Sasuke, I'm going to bring you back to the village. I'm going to drag you back to the village. Not, we're going to die together. Because it did come across a bit bad. And I think the 5 Kage Sun arc isn't Naruto. As a character, that's not Naruto's highest point. But the Sasuke thing, going back to it, I think the Sasuke thing's justified. And let me tell you why I think this whole Sasuke chasing for him is justified. Naruto has been naive throughout the series, Naruto's been hard-headed throughout the series, and Naruto's been determined throughout the series. Initially, his goal, and this still is his goal, is to become Hokage. That still is his goal. But he wants to save Sasuke first, because it's true, if you can't save a single friend, how can you become Hokage? A Hokage has to look over the entire village. He wants to just save this one friend to prove to himself that he's overcome every obstacle, and he has helped change people, like he did with Pain, like he did with Gaara. So why can't he help change the person who he's known for some of the earlier teenage years of his life? It's within Naruto's character type to not give up and not sort of change. And if he does sort of change, like, this is my thing, Kishimoto, like Larry said this the best, because I was talking to Larry. Characters should have character arcs, and Kishimoto should offer the opportunity for Naruto to sort of change his ideals and say that he can't save Sasuke, but if Naruto doesn't, that's part of his character, and I think that's what Kishimoto should do. Offer up the opportunity for Naruto to sort of think about himself and say, is it right what I'm doing, is it not right? And then he can see whether he wants to change his ideals or not. But still, as I said, it isn't in Naruto's character to suddenly go, no, I don't want to bring back Sasuke. Look, all throughout Naruto's life, he was told, you will never amount to nothing, you will not come up, you will not be anything. But he still persevered, and he became a pretty strong ninja. He became respected in the Pain Invasion arc. That's where he truly became respected. So why is it when people are going to him, kill Sasuke, make him die, all of this stuff, why should Naruto listen then? It's not within his character. And if people argue at that point, this is a low blow. This is a low blow. But if you argue at that point, and like I said, this is a low blow. But if you argue at that point and you're a One Piece fan and you defend Luffy sleeping throughout that flashback, you are a hypocrite. Because people, for me, this is just something I want to throw in there. The fact that when a mangaka is tackling racism and the main character is sleeping through these events, to me that was kind of sort of insulting, because racism is a harsh issue, but some people are like, it's okay because it's within Luffy's character. So by that logic, it's okay because it's within Naruto's character to continue chasing after Sasuke. So I just had to throw that in there. I had to throw that in there because I know I'm going to get some people in this video. And if you're a One Piece fan, I'm going to say to you, shut up, because this and that. So it's within Naruto's character to chase and still go after Sasuke. I do think Kishimoto, as I said, offering up an opportunity to sort of change, but I don't see why people say it's gay. He should stop. He should realize. At some point he should, but I don't think that makes him gay, because that's the only person in the village that he can sort of relate to on that standpoint, apart from Iruka, who he kind of already did, because they were both done over by the village. Naruto was done over by the village because of the Nine Tails, and Sasuke was done over by the village because the Uchihas wanted to do a coup, and because of that, they killed off his entire family. And I know some people might be saying, "Oh, it's the Leaf Village's right to kill off people that want to attempt the coup." But just because it's their right to protect the village doesn't mean it's fair for a young boy to lose his entire family. No, it isn't. So that's my thing. Naruto can truly relate to him. That's why he still wants to bring him back as well. So the Sasuke thing, call him gay or call him not, I still think it's personally justified. But my problem with the whole Sasuke thing, I think that there are certain chapters in the manga where it's overemphasized on that. There was a chapter in the war where he gave us a flashback of Naruto and Sasuke again. That wasn't needed. Stop overplaying it. That's my only problem with it. Stop overplaying it and I'll be completely fine with it. Okay, one thing I want to tackle is Naruto's moveset and the training. Naruto's moveset, to me, I think his moveset overall is good, but disappointing. I think his moveset is good, but disappointing. So listen to those words. Why I say it's good is because a lot of shonen main characters have one or two moves. Naruto has, I would say, 3 and 1 move with variations, because I can give you examples. Ichigo only has 1 move, Getsuka Tensho. Suna from Hitman Reborn really has the X burner, which is 1 move, and he has that sort of burning knuckle move, but his main move is the X burner. Goku, Kamehameha. Yusuke, Yusuke is a good one because he's got a variety. He's got sort of a variety because he's got Spirit Gun, he's got the one he learned from Genkai, and there's another one. So that was not bad, but a lot of shonen main characters have 1 or maybe 2 moves. So a lot of people complain about Naruto's thing, and my thing is, I think he does have a good moveset because 1, he's got the Shadow Clones, he's got the Rasengan with a load of different variety of Rasengan. So it's not just one Rasengan, he's got a load of different varieties. Not even that, he's got the summonings. And he's got 2 transformations. I don't think his moveset is bad. I think his moveset is good. But my problem... Oh yeah, and he's got the Toe Beast. The Beast Bomb, whatever crap it is, that he hasn't done yet. But he's got a couple of moves. My problem is... The reason why I say it's disappointing because we learned he's a wind nature. I think he should have learned a wind nature move. That is my problem. Kishimoto, you should have made him learn a wind nature move. So people that are complaining about the moveset issue, I don't think it's that big of an issue. Another thing is the time skip. Regarding the Naruto time skip and Naruto not improving that much. King of Lightning and Uwanah, touche. I'm not going to argue that point. King of Lightning, Uwanah, that point goes to you because it's true. Naruto's progression during the time skip, especially when you compare it to Luffy's, it's not a big enough jump. And it's King of Lightning, you put it so well in your video. Gaara Part 1 to Gaara Part 2, improvement. Sakura Part 1 to Sakura Part 2, improvement. Sasuke Part 1 to Sasuke Part 1, improvement. Neji Part 1 to Neji Part 2, a character who we don't even see, who hasn't done too many things that are majorly impactful in Shippuden. Even we saw an improvement for him, and in the first 2 arcs especially. So why is it Naruto didn't get that as well? So honestly, the time skip thing, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think Jiraiya should have taught him more. I think the Genjutsu part that Jiraiya taught him, yes, that was valid, but at the same time, it wasn't able to knock down Itachi. it wasn't able to fend off Itachi's genjutsu, which by Shippuden time Naruto was meant to be facing top tier people. Also, there's the whole clone thing. I think his clones did improve. There have been many examples where his clones have improved, so I give him that. The only move he learned was the Ode Mazura Zengan, or the Big Bull Ra Zengan, whatever it was. But apart from that, there's not too many things he learned, honestly. Like the Taijutsu, I think his Taijutsu actually did get better as well, but especially when you learn it, compare it to the Luffy, who learned Haki, and a whole variety of different moves like the Red Hawk, and I mean, Haki in itself, that's a big achievement for him to learn. Like Naruto didn't really learn that much over the time skip. He just learned sort of basic new things. He didn't learn something big. So that I kind of give to people. That was a kind of a big disappointment. So I'll leave that one there. A couple of people are complaining about the friendship thing with Naruto, and he hasn't talked enough with some of the other characters. And the way Shippuden is set up, I don't think that's a big problem, because the way Shippuden is set up, things were happening after happening after happening, and just the way the arcs flowed, just something was always happening within Shippuden. And I think Naruto did do some friendship stuff, because I think his bond with Shikamaru did grow, the way Shikamaru went through that sort of turmoil with losing his sensei, and Naruto was sort of there for him as well. And then Shikamaru came back to talk to him about Naruto. When Naruto was having problems with himself losing his sensei, Shikamaru came back to say, you need to sort of move on, you need to sort of progress. And then there was that whole thing with Kurenai and her baby. Like, I think those two did grow a bigger bond in Shippuden, and Shikamaru was sort of that person Naruto could sort of rely on when he needed some advice. And he did build a bond with Sai as well. I think they did sort of build a bond with Sai, because at first Sai and Naruto wanted to strangle each other's throats, but they did sort of build a bond. Now he's regarding him as a teammate, and Sai actually has a trust for Naruto, and Sai actually, during the 5 Kages, he was talking to Sakura about all of their relationships. So the friendship thing for me, no, I didn't see a problem with that. We've already pre-established that Naruto, these are his friends. Like the 2 examples I gave you where Kishimoto did build on friendships, and the way Shippuden worked out was there was stuff happening in each arc. It isn't one of those series where we're gonna have an arc, we're gonna dick around, we're gonna have an arc, we're gonna dick around, because there's a series like that which I'm not gonna bring it up, but when series like that, they're slow. I'm sorry. When you have an arc and then you dick around, it kind of gets slow. That's why I appreciate Shippuden, because it just flows from arc to arc to arc to arc, and that's the way it should work. So the friendship thing I didn't have a problem with. And one thing I want to mention is the whole destiny thing. I think, again, Kishimoto, that was a contradiction, because you did previously establish Naruto to be this character that did work hard. Overall, just around this long video arc, I think Naruto does have good qualities and he has bad qualities. Overall, I think he's a good character. Good qualities, the inspiring stuff, the fact that I think certain qualities about him was pretty inspiring. The fact that he is an idealist, because in a series where all of these bad things are happening, you need an idealist main character. The fact that we did see a lot of growth for this character, a lot of growth, and mentally, and the way he thinks about certain things. Another one is that we did see him go from thinking, oh, hero is someone that shows up at the last minute, to actually feeling the true burdens of a hero and how heavy it is. Another one is that we did actually see him lose a sensei, and we actually had to see him deal with that and how he dealt with that. And some people were saying that he wasn't sad about it, but truly Naruto really was sad about losing Jiraiya, because if you remember the scene well, he's sitting crying on a bench, and the thing that he used to share with Jiraiya was the ice cream. He used to share that with Jiraiya, but Jiraiya isn't there anymore, and he's sitting on the bench with the ice cream and it's dripping down. His sensei that he used to share it with is not there anymore. Naruto was hurting inside from that point. So we actually saw him lose a sensei as well. And we saw him ultimately gain respect to the villagers, which was a good thing as well. So, I mean, Naruto, I think he does have a bunch of good qualities. And And there are some bad qualities. The fact that there was a contradiction with the whole Destiny stuff, which was bad, really bad. It was bad, Kishimoto. Another one is that you could say during the time skip as well, he didn't grow as much as he should have. That's true as well. Another one is the Sasuke stuff, while justified, is a bit overplayed, but I still think he's a good character overall. That's all I have to say. Feel free to leave your comments, video responses, what you think about this video. Sorry if this video was really long and out of place. There was a lot of things I had to try and talk about. Hopefully Uwanah and King of Lightning, you thought this response was good enough. I don't know, when I edit this, maybe I might feel it wasn't as good as I thought it out to be. But anyway, James, I've been recording forever. J-Man's Productions on the Jzone. Live and learn. Good luck and God bless. What are your thoughts on Naruto as a character? Bad one, good one. Do you like him like me, or do you hate him like some people do? Good luck and God bless. Catch you guys in the next video. I need to stop recording because obviously I can't speak anymore.